Episode 113. The dungeon was cleared, and the system announcement flashed up at the same moment. Congratulations to the players of Tyrannical Ambition. Love to join the fun, Lord Grim, Windward Formation, Steamed Bun Invasion, and Soft Mist for breaking the Frost Forest dungeon clear record with a time of 13 minutes, 5 seconds, and Fußmerkensen.
We did it!
The 5 of them each reacted differently. Steamed Bun Invasion looked at the system message and burst out laughing.
We're on TV! The secret weapon!
Tiang Ru opened the dungeon's record rankings. She felt a deep sense of satisfaction seeing the record she had helped create. As for So Mocheng, she just sat silently before her computer, a faint smile on her face. As for Ye Xiu, the fact that Little White Bun performed flawlessly the entire time was incredibly thrilling for him. In contrast, Love to Join the Fun's reaction was rather ordinary. After all, the one currently using that account was none other than the esteemed guild leader of Tyrannical Ambition. It's just a Frost Forest dungeon record, though it's pretty astonishing. But getting so excited you're dancing around is a bit over the top. The Tyrannical Ambition Guild channel was naturally buzzing with activity. Everyone chimed in, praising the 5-man team's might. It seemed the earlier message from Love to join the fun, telling them no one was watching the channel, had genuinely gone unseen. Just as Ye Xiu was about to make a few remarks, a window popped up on his computer. Terminal C84 was calling for the net admin. Cola. With a sigh, Ye Xiu got up, fetched the drink, and headed over. On his way back, he saw Tiang Ru lingering by the front desk. Spotting Ye Xiu, she asked,
That record was pretty close to the limit, wasn't it?
That's not even close to the limit.
If it's not the limit, then why?
Because of our team.
Wasn't the optimal class composition?
While anyone can run a dungeon, to truly chase efficiency, there's always an optimal party composition. Ye Xiu's team wasn't it, but their rivals, the Jia Dynasty squad, weren't the best combo either. After all, this was just Frost Forest. So as pro players, Liu Hao and his team weren't about to be that demanding. Besides, every pro has their own signature, mastered class. Switching to a different one on the fly is like a soccer defender suddenly playing striker. The raw athleticism is still there, but the performance is a whole different story. To be fair, Liu Hao's team composition, while not optimal, was still slightly better than the 111 Lapsa voice Edo4 Ye Xiu had assembled. But unfortunately, Liu Hao and his team weren't going all out. They never imagined professional, level players would be competing with them on this dungeon. For them, this was just about casually beating some ordinary players' records. A piece of cake. Just a casual effort will do. They gave it their all, 100% effort. Yet, Ye Xiu, watching their performance, tailored his own play with pinpoint precision, effortlessly shattering their record. Liu Hao took a nasty, unseen hit on this dungeon record, simply because he was in the open while Ye Xiu was in the shadows. In the Jia Xie Club, Liu Hao was comfortably watching a movie in his own room. Even though that night at the internet cafe, Ye Xiu had left him fuming. But the thought of that guy being reduced to working as a lowly internet cafe attendant quickly restored Liu Hao's good mood. He was still Team Excellent Era's vice captain after ousting Ye Qiu, and this situation suited him just fine. Now he had a say in everything at the club. That Sun Shang was just a newcomer who'd barely settled in. All team affairs are currently handled by him, the vice captain. Besides, that guy's just a green kid. A few compliments, and he's already lost his bearings. Perfect for being our figurehead captain. If anything goes wrong with the team, the captain's the first to take the fall. You go die, I'll take the credit. What a beautiful, harmonious duet. In the end, it was Ye Qiu who was the real problem. The guy wouldn't budge, no matter what we tried. Took a lot of work to handle him. Liu Hao was lost in visions of his grand future when his phone suddenly rang. At this hour of the night, a call usually meant something urgent. Liu Hao picked up his phone and saw the caller ID Chen Yehui, the guild leader of Excellent Dynasty. Liu Hao was a veteran pro player and the team's vice captain. He understood perfectly well the importance of the guilds nurtured by the game clubs. That's why he'd long since gotten cozy with Chen Yehui, the man in charge of the excellent Dynasty Guild. The Glory Pro League isn't completely separate from the online game. Even the most powerful, god-tier characters in the current pro scene, they all started as just an ordinary account card with an ordinary character, then were gradually leveled up and built from the ground up. It's true that the club owns the account card, but the terminal data for the character on that card is still stored in the Glory Online Games database. Clubs develop and research all kinds of custom equipment using the same in-game equipment editor available to every player. The vast amounts of materials consumed during this research are also sourced from the game. For a club, its guild serves as a promotional arm. It also serves as a logistics and support department, and sometimes even a place to discover promising talent for the pro scene. Other times, they serve as weapons to strike at rival clubs. Every club cultivates its own guild power within the game. Without a guild, you'd have to buy every single material for developing custom gear with straight cash. Doing that once or twice is fine, but relying on endless money earning isn't a sustainable path. Every club owner is in it to make a profit, to earn money, not to pour endless funds into a bottomless pit. Chen Yihui was the guild leader of Dynasty. While the vast majority of the guild were just ordinary players, the position of guild leader was definitely held by someone with an employment contract with the club. In a way, Chen Yihui was practically a department manager within the club's structure. Liu Hao picked up his phone, his face betraying an inscrutable expression. Chen Yihui's current display of deference before him was, in his view, starting to feel a bit over the top. While a pro player can influence a guild's operations, they're not in a direct chain of command. To be precise, their relationship is more of an alliance. But Chen Yihui's attitude made him seem like a subordinate, which was rather intriguing. This feeling was a lot like the way he dealt with Seng Xiang. With this thought in mind, Liu Hao answered the call.
Captain Liu, are you resting?
Not yet. What's up?
The Frost Forest dungeon record's been broken.
It's been broken. A flicker of surprise crossed Liu Hao's face. It's just a small dungeon record. He wouldn't be jumping out of his skin over that. His surprise was only because that record, while not his absolute best, was still set by a pro-level player. To break it would require real skill. It might just be another pro from some other team, or some other guild that managed it. Liu Hao asked, as the guild implied the club behind it.
铁腕的扣岩壁上